Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to something slightly different inside F125. Yes, today we are going through and I'm going to be showcasing how you can unlock the all-new Haas US special livery inside F125. Now, it appears that EA might have made a bit of an error and might have leaked all of the upcoming liveries, or at least we know that there will be upcoming liveries inside of the game. So I'm going to be doing some videos, obviously, when each of those release, about how to unlock them inside the game. So yeah, if you're new and you aren't already, please do make sure you hit that sub button as well. I'm hoping this should be a fairly easy video. Normally these challenges aren't the most difficult thing in the world. All you need to do, head into F1 World, head over to the solo and multiplayer events, and then as you can see, if you do it at the right time, there is the Haas Kota Pro Challenge. There are only 5 days to do this event though, so you have got to get on with it, obviously when this video releases, if you want to try and unlock the livery. But of course, once you have, you've got it forever inside the game. You can use it online as well, which I always think is quite cool. So we've just got to try and go out, obviously, and beat the gold time. Well, here we are then, taking a quick look at the setup I will be using for today's video, just to give you guys a little bit of an extra helping hand. For those of you that aren't aware, I actually upload a load of setups for F125. If it's something you struggle with, there'll be a link down in the description below to Matu and to Racing. Like I said, that is where all of my setups for this year's game goes. You want to obviously run the on-throttle diff slightly higher than what I've got there, and then just tweak a few other numbers as well, because the Haas can be quite an oversteery car inside of the game as well. But yeah, obviously go check it out if you want to. There'll be a link down there, but you can quickly pause the video and take a look at those setup figures then. It's getting ready to start the run. At the time, I don't even know what the gold estimation is inside the game, but through the final corner we go then. And let's see what we've got to try and do then. So Ollie Behrman is immediately, I believe, 8/10ths down on my personal best inside this game in Sector 1. So based on that, I'm going to assume that we don't need the greatest lap in the world. Obviously the delta at the top side of the screen, I believe, is obviously against Ollie's current splits. So basically completely flat through the S's. Obviously you can see my throttle trace, everything like that. Down to 5th gear through there, and then you want to try and bring the car down to 4th gear through these final parts of the corners as well. Don't allow the car to run too wide through the exit, and then as we plunge down the hill in towards Sector 2, then brake just after the 100-meter board, and then again try and roll on the throttle nice and smoothly. I mean, like I said, I think if you're able to compete against like 95 AI plus, you should be able to match this. I don't think they try and make these challenges the most difficult ones in the world inside the game as well. Just got to be, again, very careful with track limits there, as you can get away with cutting that apex curb through the first part of Sector 3 then. But yeah, rolling the car through though these final few corners, as we just got to try and make sure that we keep it inside track limits. And then of course, really the only scary one now is that penultimate corner. So easy just to trim the apex or run a bit wide on the exit. You want to brake just as you get up to the black box there. 5th gear, tip it in. Don't need to be too careful on the throttle. One more corner to go. And here we go then. That should be first time of asking. We're going to beat Ollie Behrman's lap by about 1.3 seconds. So, like I said, that was nowhere near, a good lap by me. So it should be fairly easy to compete against as well for you. Unless they've thrown a bit of a curveball, which I don't believe they have. Sometimes you beat the time, and then it goes, oh no, actually Ollie did like a 1:33 or something like that. But I think we've managed to do it in fairly quick time as well. I mean, I've been recording for 4.5 minutes. So hopefully that has been pretty easy. And there we go. The Austin Special Livery inside F125 has been unlocked. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourselves subscribed. Like I said, setups will be linked down in the description below. But yeah, we'll be back soon with more F125 content.